Good morning. Good morning. It's Heather Buckman here with heatherbuckman.com. How are you? I'm just going to wait a minute because I know it takes a second for Facebook Live to update. Good morning. I hope you all get a chance to join me live. It's what I always say is my high five at 9. I love it. It's my daily dose of inspiration and a little bit of positivity and some tips to really make your day better and maybe help you reach your goals. That's kind of what I just want to bring to you today. And every morning at 9. So if you can join me live at 9, I'm here. If not, just watch the video. Definitely leave me comments and say hi. Good morning. I like to know that, people are watching me and not just like stalking me. Like, say hi. I want to know who you are because I know there's people watching. So today I really wanted to take a moment to talk about how we can be a giver by being a connector. I truly believe that in this world, especially because everybody's calling it the U economy, like everything we do is based on like connections and who we know and what we know and just, helping everybody else out, right? This has been a crazy week, especially for the East Coast. Just imagine all the storms and all the people, and I'm just going to use this as an example, that probably really could use some help, in the next week or so because of all the Hurricane Matthew that went through. And we always want to be, giving of our time and our money and our resources, right? Because that makes us a better person. But not everybody has the money to give, right? And I don't want to feel, hi Bobby, hi Rachel. I don't want people to feel bad if they can't be a giver because they don't have money to give, right? I mean, it is what it is, right? We all have to do what we need to do. And I know, there's a lot of people that say you've got to give 10%, to your church and everything else. But in reality, you've got to take care of yourself first, right? But you also can't just be a giver of time. I mean, that's a possibility because not everybody, again, has the time. I mean, if you can give and be a coach to your little league, your kids' little league stuff, that's awesome. If you can go and volunteer and help clean up, that's awesome too, right? Because I tell you, those people on the East Coast probably need somebody to just help them, move trees out of their way or, help rebuild those dunes. I don't know. But there's a lot of things that we can do if we just give our time, right? I mean, just walking a dog at a dog shelter is giving your time to helping at least make that dog's life a little bit better, right? But again, not everybody can be that kind of giver, and that's okay, because I want to talk about today how you can be a giver in such a totally different aspect that will help you become a better person and help, if you're in business, help you grow your business, right? And this works for any kind of goal if you really think about it, right? I do a lot of like networking events and stuff like that, and I really have gotten to know people over the years, and I love it because when you really get to know people, you can truly be a giver in a different way. You become a connector, right? You learn to listen to people and learn about those people and find out how you can help them. And when you learn how you can help them, you can become what I call a connector. Good morning, Shelly. I miss you. We have to call and say hi sometime. So what does that mean? Like if you're talking to a friend and you're just meeting them for a cup of coffee, let's just say, and your friend is kind of just saying, hey, I'm thinking about getting my hair cut. My hairdresser moved out of town. Do you know anybody? You're a connector if you can say, oh my gosh, I love my lady. You should go talk to her. Here's her number, right? You're making that connection. You're giving a referral. How else can you connect people? Like if you start listening like, oh my gosh, I'm having a really bad time with this XYZ and this company is not paying their bills. Maybe that's something that you could say, oh my gosh, I've been there and I know maybe a good attorney that can help you follow through and make those, collect those debts that you need to get paid, right? So you're doing that referral to a connection to somebody else. And I think when we start really sitting down and learning about people and learning how you can help them, you can become a connector. But it takes you stopping to listen. When I said I was going to some networking events, I feel like a lot of times we go to a networking event and we always do our pitch your 30-second story. I mean, that's part of networking, right? You want to tell them a little bit about you, and then you usually get around and you network. And again, you still take time to, share who you are and what your business is, right? Because that's part of networking. But make sure you're taking the time to stop and say, hey, Rachel, what do you do? Tell me more about your business. What kind of clients are you looking for? What can I do today to help you? You know, I think when we really get into this, how can I help others? You know, it really, you know, in a way it helps everybody, because when you're helping others, other people will want to help you. And that should be the way life is, right? I mean, if that tree fell down in your yard because of the storm and you know a good person that does landscaping and cut down trees, make that connection for that person. Life is, you know, about helping others and taking the time to really get to know them. If you're in a business, sit down with somebody over a cup of coffee and just don't pitch your business for 20 minutes while you're at coffee. Just sit down and kind of say, I want to get to know who you are. I want to know how I can help you. One of the real, you know, things in this country right now is there's a lot of people still like looking for jobs, and maybe a better job. You know, ask them, what kind of job are you looking for? Who can I connect you with? You know, that might really help somebody. I might not know somebody in, let's just say, painting, or, you know, and I might not be able to connect that person to the right job, but maybe I know somebody, hey, you know what? I know, you know, my friend Sarah is in the construction field and she does kind of some of that maintenance stuff. She might be able to like know somebody. Just let me see if I can make you guys a connection on Facebook or something, and just ask her. Because, you know, sorry about that. My phone just rang in my middle of my live. You know, when we can help other people, it really helps us, right? And it really makes us a better person when we're a connector. And then you become that resource and that go-to person that somebody will say, oh my gosh, Heather usually knows somebody. She's been around. She goes to these networking events. She, you know, she really takes time to listen to people and passes it on. You know, I will connect people all day with somebody I love and I like and I trust and maybe I do business with, you know, because that's who we are. We always make restaurant recommendations when we find a restaurant we love. But why aren't we taking time to help our friends too? So today, that's kind of really my goal, is to stop and say, listen, you know, really take time to listen to your friends and your coworkers. And, you know, if you're in business, definitely other people in the industry who have another business that you can help. You may not necessarily buy their product. So don't like say, I'm not going to talk to so-and-so just because I'm not going to buy their product. No, talk to them and say, hey, how can I help you? Because maybe they know your next best client. Maybe, right? I mean, that's kind of what we're trying to get, is who do you know that can help me, and who do I know that can help you? You know, here's a, you know, like, I'll just kind of, you know, I don't want to keep drumming it. Here's a great little tip. I'm going to put it out there and you guys can all help me today. I'm going to start by just sharing, like, if you guys don't have this little, like, bottle of eye serum that you just dab on right here under your eyes, this stuff is freaking amazing. If you don't sleep and you're getting up and you have those bags and droopiness, this will make it go away, right? So I'm going to give you something that, like, a value. Like, I'm sharing this with you, but here, you guys, if you guys are connectors, look at this freaking hair. It's always, like, frizzy. If I leave my hair curly, my hairdresser says, put, you know, some goopy stuff in it and hairspray it and then don't touch it. But look, it becomes frizzy. So if you're a connector and you have this amazing product for my hair that can make it not frizzy, that's what I need today. That's kind of like something that would really, really help me. And that's just something simple, right? And I'm asking you guys, like, hey, pass this on. I'm sharing something that I love with you. But you know what? I really would rather have something that will help me with my hair. So ask yourself today, like, as you go around in conversations, really take the time to listen to people and what they're saying and go, oh my gosh, I know somebody that can help you, or I have something that can help you. And don't just say it's all about, like, oh my gosh, you got to buy my product, because, you know, we're more than just that. I recommend people, for whatever reason to me, always ask me about lawyers and stuff. And I must send like a million referrals to one of my friends, you know, and I say, hey, you know, I know you're like really into this, or you know the right people, right? I may not be the lawyer and I may not know exactly his client, but what ends up happening is if I send referrals to him and he knows somebody in his office, or he knows a friend of his that does what he's looking, you know, that can help my person, he's also becoming a better connector because he's making some more referrals. So when we all help each other out, we become better. In general, we become a better society. We become, you know, somebody people look up to. We become that better leader, and we're all leaders, right? You know, there's another parent who's struggling with homework time. Maybe you have some great tips, or maybe you know somebody that's a tutor. I'm total loss of words today. You know, that can really help out their kids. So be that connector today. Take time to be a giver, because when you're a giver, life is really better. It makes you internally a better person, and it will make you smile. And even if it's just something as saying, oh my gosh, I know somebody that can help you, that's amazing. And I really kind of want to make sure we go back to that. Don't just kind of say, I'm going to go to a networking event, I'm just going to like hand out flyers and marketing materials, but I'm not going to take the time to follow up and say, you know, hey Rachel, it was really great meeting you at that event today. I'd love to meet you for a cup of coffee and know more about you and learn how I can help you build your business as well. Because I really think those connections and those friendships are what makes life better, and that's really going to drive us. So today, I hope my little my little tip of inspiration was helpful, because I really believe in today's world, it's about helping everybody else. You know, we can't expect the government just to give us stuff. We can't expect our jobs just to give us stuff. So we really got to sit down together as a community and help each other out. And it starts by taking the time to listen to what people and your friends need and finding ways that you can maybe offer them a solution. Are you going to be able to help every single time? No. But you know what? At least you're taking the time to listen and learn and saying, oh my gosh, there might be something I can help you with, right? Like, that's my whole goal today. And if I have given you any value and made you want to go out and say, oh my gosh, I'm going to listen and offer somebody some support today, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys, so I'm not just like talking to myself, because my goal is to really bring more value into your life and give you some daily tips and inspiration to help you reach your goals and to live a more balanced life. Because I think, when we all figure out ways to reach our goals, we all become better. And when we can help other people reach their goals, we become even, together we become stronger and we become even better as a society. And isn't that what we want? We don't want to ever see somebody struggling, I feel bad for the homeless people, and I don't want my friends struggling to pay their bills. But if I can find a way to help them, and it takes being vulnerable, sometimes, even myself, we all have to be vulnerable and know when we need to ask for help. If you're looking for a job and you're not telling your friends, hey, I'm really looking for a job, do you know anybody in this field that can help me? It's hard to know how we can help you. So, you don't have to tell somebody, hey, I'm $50,000 in debt and I really need this job. But you can say, hey, I'm kind of in a transition. My company's been laying off. I really am looking to move. Can you tell me if you know anybody hiring in this field? We become better when our whole society becomes better, and the people that we surround ourselves become better, and we become better together when we really take that time to be a giver and a connector. From as simple as a hair product to as helping somebody get a job, to helping, refer clients to each other, to maybe offering the best, personal trainer to somebody that's trying to get, lose weight. I don't know what it is, but let's try to be better and help everybody out. So let me know if you got value out of this. Comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Definitely swing by my page, heatherbuckman.com, or my website, and check it out. I'm going to start adding more stuff to it. It's something I need to get better at, and I need you guys to hold me accountable. But in that respect, have a great day, and please, this hair, oh my gosh, this hair, if you know something great to get rid of the frizzies and, keep my curls curly, I'd love to hear it. So leave a comment if you love, because I keep asking and somebody I know in my friends list knows it. So have a great day. It's Tuesday. It's the beginning of a new week. There's still lots of time to get things accomplished. And definitely call and say hi, Shelly, if you're still listening. I'd love to talk to you more. Bye.